Well, it's a hot and humid Tuesday morning here in the gym. Day off the bike today, just focusing on the upper body here in the gym, where I've done weighted chin-ups, 3 sets of 5, 3 sets of 5 with a dumbbell incline bench press, and now aiming for 3 sets of 5 with a weighted dip. This is set number 2, 15 kilograms added. Looking to build a bit of strength through the tricep, shoulder, and core. Here we go. Well, that 5th rep was max effort. Could definitely feel the triceps having to work super hard, trying to keep the elbows pointed backwards, stop them flaring out. Whew, one more set. Not sure if I'll get to 5 reps, maybe 4. Well, behold, you can almost see there the heat, even though it's 7:30 in the morning, the heat just hanging over London. It's going to be another hot and humid day. On the agenda right now is another back pedal CC training program. I thought I'd just show you that the pre-training regime hasn't changed. The amino work capacity here, the lemon flavour, bit of cold coffee is already in the bottle. This is going to deliver the amino acids to help protect the muscles from breakdown during the training, also provide a little bit of energy. The amino acids are helpful towards the energy systems being used during a hard training, and it's a tough one. It's 60-30s, 2 blocks of 10 times 60-30, then into 30 minutes upper zone 3, or my power zone 5 under Tom Danielson. Looking forward to it, and dreading it in equal measure. Cheers. Liking the lemon. Well, I've completed the first block of 60-30s. The 60-second effort's at about 115% of my FTP. My FTP is 295. I've got a crit, hopefully, on Saturday if my Colnago is repaired in time. It's at the members, Bespoke Cycling. And if it is, I'm hoping that this training session will provide some intensity to stimulate my upper end power zones, but also at the back end, I've got 30 minutes at upper zone 3, just to keep the endurance ticking over. Tomorrow will be a full rest day, as was Monday, and it'll be a light day on Friday, trying to keep the stress in the body a bit lower overall this week, and as you say last week, but the weekend was a tough one. 8 seconds away from the first sprint. It's super difficult. The first block was very challenging. Here we go. Erg mode is not engaged. One down, 9 to go. It's going to be emotional. I'll pull back towards the end. Really struggling. 2 to go. On the 8th there, I fell short, as you can see, on the orange, the yellow, and the time. Oh dear. Horrible. Last one. is exquisite. A little bit harder than the last one to make up for the poor. Oh. Jimmy, that was hard. I think the heat doesn't help, but pleased to have completed the 10. The 6th and 7th, you can see, fell a bit below par. But other than that, I was in the rep range, 325 to 340 throughout. Not the rep range, the power range. Another 4.5 minutes recovery or so, just a bit less, and then half an hour sweet spot. They're disgusting. But it also goes to show, you know, about a year and a half ago, I could do 20 of those together in Ed Laverak's Superman training session. And so I have lost a bit of my ability to punch and recover, no doubt. But happy with that overall. Oh. Definitely the kind of power that will help, hopefully, on the crit on Saturday. I haven't been able to get up to 250 watts. The 60-30s just took too much out of me, and so I just let the body gradually settle in to an equilibrium, ramping the power from about 210, 215 to around about an average of 230. Absolutely shattered, but really focusing on trying to float on the pedals, nice circular pedaling stroke, pushing through with the heel, and at the bottom back with the heel, leading with the heel. Now into 9 minutes warm down in 3, 2, 1, relief. God dear me. As you can see, the first block of 60-30 is better quality than the second block. Tailed off a little bit towards the middle of the second block, but recovered it in the 8th, 9th and 10th. And you can see there the gradual, very slow ramp of power in a 30-minute block of what turned out to be upper zone 2, lower zone 3. Really my endurance power zone, number 4 under Tom Danielson. Through the early morning haze, you can just about make out Canary Wharf over there. And today is the last day of the July heatwave, albeit we are informed that a further heatwave will come during August, so fingers crossed. Tomorrow, the day of my crit, ironically is going to be rain and potentially even a thunderstorm, so we'll see if it goes ahead. Doesn't look too bad at the moment on the Med Office forecast. Time now to get into the gym for a little bit of the old upper body, and then a bit of zone 2, high cadence, because high cadence is key. I got off to a good start in this race, fast but under control, until the start of lap 6, when inexplicably I backed off the power a tad early on the shallow climb and then didn't punch hard enough to make amends and close the gap on the descent. Yes, the descent. Then, bleeding in ever higher power on the flat segment, still deluded that a controlled effort would prevail. But with a penny dropping and desperation rising, even a crescendo of fully anaerobic power, the time on the steep segment didn't save the day. I was too long in the red, mental fortitude collapsed, and it was lights out. Another DNF. Don't know what was going on there. I mean, I was doing all right there. I was feeling actually comfortable, and then I just lost the wheel all of a sudden. And pulled the plug on it when I got dropped. I burnt all my matches on the hill, got very close to getting back in, and then, I don't know, just blew. Cheers. Well, courtesy of Toks, who's parked up at the front there. On the way out the car park, he said, "What are you doing? Leaving early. Why don't you join a Masters race with us?" So I feel a hell of a lot better. So I'm joining Masters. Emergency Coke is on the deck. Let's see how I go in the Masters. Meeting Toks in the car park just as Jane and I were actually driving out was a real blessing. With a hard 12 kilometres in the legs, averaging 40 kilometres an hour, which is fast on this course, selflessly I lurked at the back of the bunch for the first few laps and then gradually worked my way forward, being sure to avoid at all costs any time on the front. The pace was a tad more manageable, 39 kilometres an hour, but the power surges were still very intense, 375 to 600 watts. I ended up in the second group a few seconds down on the front, I reckon ending in about P15, but banking good crit practice and 281 watts normalised power, 39 kilometres an hour over 46 minutes, and that compares to my solo crit practice in the previous vlog of 276 watts normalised and 35.5 kmh. The draft is real. Well, at last, didn't DNF. Did not DNF. Toks. Toks, sorry.
That's all right.
Toks, my apologies. Toks, thank you ever so much.
You're welcome.
For encouraging me to get back on the wagon. Jane, I was so depressed in the car after getting dropped in that cafe. I super appreciate it.
A bit down.
Thank you. I was down. Oh, sorry.
Bike racing with mercy, right?
Bike racing without mercy, that's right, yeah.
That's the man, yeah, he done really well.
And his speed, we do trust. I like that. This man is strong. It's got 10 years on me. Doesn't look it. Look at the waistline, yeah? You're a climber, right?
Yeah, more so. I like the adapted tour type events.
Adapted tour?
Yeah, and I'm good on hills if they're draggy. These punchy ones, I tend to struggle.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, I like a draggy hill too.
Yeah. I'm going after your time on Swains, actually.
Oh, yeah, what are you at now?
What are you? You're
2:31.
2:31, yeah, I'm about 2:50.
All right.
I'm chasing down the...
It's gone in for me on Swains. I'll keep a weather eye on the situation.
I need to do a few...
Big ring. It's got to be big ring.
Big ring?
Big ring, yeah.
And Ed Laverack intervals.
Yeah, we Ed Laverack intervals, yeah. 60-30s are your friend.